article just dropped that someone died on the cruise I was just on. So I'm like, let me make my video about the cruise. They were just like little moments, you know, where I had a moment with this person here, or this happened here. I got sick at the best port, and I don't care about partying, so it was kind of like a totally mid experience, really. One of the main eating areas is called Windjammer, you know, and the food was unbearable. Every time I went there and I was eating, I was just like, I cannot stomach this food. It's weird or gross or undercooked, and I didn't know there were other areas to eat until like the third day ends. That one's kind of on me. The other areas are a lot better. Still sometimes they're mid, but leagues better than that Windjammer place. And then there's this thing where on the boat, you'll hear them go alpha, 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 and that means like medical emergency, right? And to be honest, like that's the last thing you want to hear while you're pre-gaming with your friends or like getting ready and stuff, is that someone that you're partying with is having a medical emergency. And they say the room number too. It's like this Hunger Games thing, you know? They shoot things up in the sky and no, they don't do that last part. But they say like the room number, right? Because they're calling medics there. I think we're entering this era of like new gay. I think the drugs and everything is so club kid culture, and I think people have been riding that way for a long time. Okay, I digress. I'm getting off topic. Circuit parties were circuit parties, so if that's your thing. Circuit parties were really fun. I'm sure if you are a fan of circuit parties, these are probably like top notch. I wanted to do excursions. We stopped at 3 ports: San Juan, Dominican Republic, and Labadee, which is Royal Caribbean's private peninsula at Haiti. First of all, gays don't know what they're talking about ever on the boat. Ask a staff member. Every single time they're gonna give you wrong information. Just ask a staff member. It's like, y'all have master's degrees and you really don't know what time this party is or where it's at. Yeah, the Labadee port was actually so insanely insulting that they would even do this. But basically it's a Royal Caribbean owned area. Everyone's in a Royal Caribbean uniform, but they're paying them to heckle you. Like, I'm already walking through the market area. I want to buy stuff. But what stopped me from buying stuff is the fact that there's maybe 100 people literally shoulder to shoulder lined up, and each one is aggressively in your face trying to pull you into somewhere else to sell you something. And they're like doing it for Royal Caribbean. And they're literally shoulder to shoulder, so that one just saw them do it to you and saw you say no. Then they go, and then the next person does it, and they just do that to you for like half a mile to the next beach. But the beach is really nice, obviously. I met a lot of cool people. There are a lot of older people on the boat. I like daddies, wasn't necessarily an issue for me, but you know, if that's not your thing, expect it. There's a lot of older people on the boat. A lot of those people that are like grabbing you at the bars now feel like they have the right to just like fully grab you. Oh, let them clean your room. My room was getting real musty towards the end. It was pretty gnarly. Everyone gets sick on the boat. That grossed me out. So this is just my honest take of how the cruise went. Okay. When they say go easy at the beginning, go easy on the beginning. Like, I went really hard the first 2 days, and then the third day got there, and I was like, whoa, what happened? Like, take people's advice and get a lay of the land before you start partying. Like, the staff is really nice. Like, you know when someone's thinking the word faggot. I would go on another cruise. I don't think I would go on another Royal Caribbean cruise. Would I do a cruise again? Possibly. Am I doing it next year? No. The gym facilities are pretty good, and there's a track on the boat. I did appreciate that. The costumes were amazing. When you're leaving the boat, you know, everyone's waiting for Ubers on this like little port island thing. Just grab a taxi. The line for the taxis was hours long, and there was only like 2 taxis going. But there was this like really lesbian police woman just mad as shit at everyone, including you, who she's helping. Out of her own volition. But she's just grabbing taxis, pointing them in. And so we just grabbed our own taxi, and we were out of there in like 30 minutes. Or walk over the bridge away from the port and then call an Uber from there. Compilation of my clips from the trip will be up tomorrow on YouTube.